I'm Adam from the Army Painter. Our brand new tool rack is popping up at retailers all over the world, and it features tons of handy new products to help you with your hobbying. We're going to take a look at a few of them today while we show you how to use Greenstuff. For this tutorial, you're going to need Greenstuff, our sculpting tools, and our miniature model files. Greenstuff, otherwise known as the original Kneaditite, is a two-part epoxy material used by hobbyists to fill mold lines, secure joints, and for more advanced sculpting techniques. Today we're going to take a look at a few simple tricks on how to use this product. Greenstuff comes with one strip of blue material and one strip of yellow. You'll want to begin by cutting just a small sliver of each, careful not to cut too much so as not to waste any of the material, because once it's mixed, there's no going back. Speaking of mixing, you'll want to knead the blue and yellow materials together thoroughly, and just like that, you've made Greenstuff. We're going to be filling some gaps on this fantastic fire giant from Dungeons & Dragons Nolzur's Marvelous Miniatures. You can see a few of the gaps here along the assembly joints. We're going to fill them using the Greenstuff today. I like to roll out my Greenstuff into thin rolls. This makes managing the material much easier. Then I'll cut the roll into smaller pieces. Now I'll take the first piece and begin filling the gaps on the model, adding more pieces if required. I'll repeat this process on the smaller gaps on the other side of the model as well. And anytime I find a little bubble in a resin model, I like to fill it with just a little bit of the Greenstuff too. Once the Greenstuff is where I want it, I like to take one of our sculpting tools to work the material into and around the areas, smoothing the gap for a very seamless transition. Once the Greenstuff has hardened, you can smooth any of the rougher textured areas with our miniature model file. Now your model is ready to be primed, painted, washed, or dipped and get ready for battle. But there's one other trick I want to show you with the Greenstuff. With larger models, especially resin and pewter models, the joints can often be weak and super glue isn't enough to bond those areas alone. Simply take a small piece of Greenstuff, insert it on, or in the case of the fire giant, inside the joint. Then apply a small dab of super glue, and now you have a super reinforced bond. As I mentioned earlier, the possibilities with the Army Painter Greenstuff are endless. From custom sculpts to fur cloaks, you name it. And we'll get into more advanced techniques in future videos. Speaking of future videos, stay tuned, because now that we have this fire giant fully assembled, we're going to be painting them up on screen for you real soon. Stay tuned for that. But now you have everything that you need to know about filling those gaps and mold lines using the Army Painter Greenstuff.